Hi. Is that better, Nick? Please tell me that was it. As all right. All right. I had the my space bar mutes everything and I had accidentally hit the space bar typing in names. So Peraza again in the 3-hole now. Looks at strike one. He's moved down from the 2-hole, try to move get the offense going a little bit better. Hey, 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 and misses outside, ball one. But yeah. Hey. Okay. All right. The 1-1 pitch coming up. Again, the slight pause, doesn't have it when there's a runner on. Lifts it left fielder underneath it, and that's going to be 2 away. All right. And so Noshiwan is still staying in the number 4 hole. Again, I started to talk about this, but apparently I had no sound. Noshiwan stays in the 4 hole. Peraza drops down to the 3 hole. Moon Yunbin drops down. Cheino moves into the leadoff spot as Noshiwan looks at a strike in the upper corner inside. Cheon Sung drops way down to the 6 hole, which is where he should be at this point. He's really struggled to get going in this season. Check over on Moon Yunbin, but he's easily in. So I do too. I really do. There's a reason why every single team in the world has their number, and that's chopper to shorts, the throw over to second, and just in time. There's a reason why all the teams have their best hitter playing or batting third, because it's makes a lot more sense. So try to get more things set up here as again I get home awfully late, and the standard I still haven't figured out why this does this, but it automatically starts out 1 and 2 no matter what I do. Really annoying, but I guess small price to pay for a beautiful score bug. Ido Yun, again, with the start and at short, he's been playing really well. So Sanchez on the mound for Hanwha has been off to an absolutely fantastic start. 0.79 ERA. That's right, 0.79. 2 games, he's given up 1 run. He's 1-0, 11.1 innings, 16 strikeouts, 4 walks. Does throw 5 pitches, but really he throws 3. Fastball 55% of the time, slider 22% of the time, changeup 11% of the time. Does throw a 2-seam also a little bit, and then also a curveball. Is one of the hardest throwing lefties in the league, especially as far as a starter. Very similar to De Jesus that Hanwha actually saw the other day. Jung Soo-bin leading off, and that's in there for a strike. Jung Soo-bin, the longtime Doosan Bear, hitting .327 on the season. He was a guy that Hanwha tried to sign a few years ago. when Hanwha was trying to get their outfield set up, and he decided to not stay with Hanwha because he took an extra year or two. As that's strikeouts number 1 on the day. So he decided to take 2 extra years to go play with Doosan. And Hanwha really has been struggling to find a solid outfield, as that you can see that they've moved around a lot. Oh, that's pitch number 4, and that's strike number 4. And that's pitch number 5, fouled away for strike number 5. Ha Kyung-min, the defensive specialist for Doosan, hitting .353 on the season. That's ripped up the middle, and that's going to be a runner on base. So Doosan starts out with an out and then a single, and then just like Hanwha started with an out and a single. All right, let's see if he can. Here comes the fastball. Right on cue. I will be predicting his. Oh, that was. They did not give him that. I will be predicting his pitches all day long for those of you that are interested. And another one. Wow, another one. And that's in there for a strike. Unfortunately, Sanchez does tip his pitches, at least that I can see from the camera. So, yeah. All right, off speed, 141, and that's a single. Jung Soo-bin is going to go over to third, and that's runners on the corner with just 1 out, as Yang E.G. continues to show that he is hands down the best catcher in the league, and it's not even close. All right, Sanchez will try to get out of this with a strikeout here of Kim Jae-won. Kim Jae-won hitting .306, but is very, very strikeout prone. As he chops that to second, the 4-6-3. Let's get out of the inning on the double play. And Sanchez gets himself out of the jam with the 4-6-3 double play. Just how he drew it up. All right. Doosan with 2 hits in the opening inning, but failed to get a run across. And Hanwha will have An Shi-hong, Cheon-sung coming up. Yes, please. Welcome, Flacco. 4 4-leaf clovers for 4 runs. How's that? Sounds good. 네. 해외 진출. All right, so We should be coming back here. All right, here we go. Got to get rid of this strikeout stuff because we don't need that in our life. Beautiful 4.63. If any of you guys are looking, there is also a horizontal feed. You are in the vertical feed. There is a horizontal feed that is has a few more perks in it. A little bit easier to see too. Closer view of my beautiful mug. All right, An Chi-hong stepping in, first at bat of the day, hitting 250 on the season, and looks at ball one up high, just out of the zone. And that, just also misses in the very top of the zone. There we go. Welcome, Flacco. It's a little bit easier to see, especially if you're on the computer. And An Chi-hong, the 2-0 pitch, that's gonna catch the bottom of the zone. 2-1. So again, Kim Dong-ju, 2 games this year, an ERA of 9. Opponents are hitting 341 against him. He does throw 4 pitches, but really just 3. As An Chi-hong swings at that, evens the count at 2-2. So Kim Dong-ju, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and just 9 innings. Really has struggled, and that's going to be a strikeout on a pitch way out of the zone. So normally should be Chae-Won Jun as the starter for. Yeah. I mean, I can update you on what I see or what but Chae Eun-sung stepping in again. He's been moved down to the bottom of the lineup. Looks at ball one. Hopefully it gets him going. Average down to 208 on the season. Went 0 for the series against Kium in the sweep. Looks at strike one on the outside corner there. Kim Dong-ju, fastball 39% of the time, 143. Slider 34% of the time as he swings through strike 2. And then forkball 25% of the time. He's going to use that mainly, to get those round balls, get out of the innings. So a style as Chae Eun-sung swings through that one. It goes back to the backstop, but Chae Eun-sung is going to leg out the strikeout single. The big man legging out the strikeout single. We're going to call it a strikeout single. Gotta love that. Sunday, you had Choi Jae-hoon showing absolute wheels. It's a strikeouts and a pass ball. All right, Lee Ji-young stepping in and playing center field today. Kind of moving up and around in the lineup. They're still trying to figure out where he's going to pitch or where he's going to hit. He's hitting 400 on the season. Again, I talk about it a lot. He's a double home run and strikeout guy. And that's chopped to short, over to his right, flips it back, and that's going to be 1 out, but not enough to get 2 as he grounds into the 6-4 force outs. So, Nick, I don't know if you know all about. What's up, Bimby? Thank you, Bimby. And that's way upside ball 1. So, Nick, I don't know if I know you talked about getting a flag this weekend, and it's limited. But because you have a season ticket, you can actually get into the games 30 minutes before other people. If you want to go in and get your flag and then come back out, it's definitely possible. You just have to use the members season ticket entrance, and it should keep you from having to fight the rest of the people. All right, JJ Un looking at the 1-0 pitch. Oh, we got 2 outs here. All right. And that one's outside, ball 2. I will say I am really enjoying this ABS strike zone. It feels really better. I'm telling you, Urinaramanse. I've been practicing. It'd be awesome. You and I both win the raffle, and they've got two foreigners singing the Korean national anthem, and that's fouled out of play. 2-2. I would be afraid if I actually got that. All right, JJ Un, the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be in the gap between short and third. And we've got 2 runners on with 2 outs as JJ Un gets on with the 2-out single. Oh, you can see it in the head. All right, Lee Do-yoon getting his first at-bats. 2 RBI double. That means JJ Hoon is going to have to get some oxygen in the dugouts. Well, how about I'll take an RBI single. I'll take an RBI double, putting runners on second and third. And looks at strike 1 in there. Well, luckily he's running on contact, being on first base with 2 outs. So Lee Do-yoon hitting .375 on this very, very short season. Finally getting some playing time. I love to see him actually getting playing time. I wish he wouldn't have started on the bench, as he looks at strike 2, just catches the outside corner. Wow, that is a fork ball that did not fork. Hopefully he tries to throw that a few more times and it gets deposited into the Hanwha fans in the outfield. And that's chopped, scooped, tossed, 3 away. And the 4-3 put out to end the Hanwha threats with, yeah. It's all right. We got, oh no, I didn't want that button. I gave them a hit they didn't get. Where's my button? I need to change something real here. I only got 2 hits. There we go. Yeah. Did you pay attention to the first pitch on Sunday last week? For the kids club? Or maybe that was Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. The kid swung at it and and tipped it. Like I don't think they fully explained to the kid that they should not be swinging. Maybe. Yeah, I was paying attention because my one of my coworkers, his son was in the high five line, so I was trying to pay attention to all of that, and so that's the only reason why I was there. All right, Sanchez back on the bump and first pitch in there for a strike. Sanchez only threw 10 pitches in his first inning. Yang Songwan hitting 189 on the season. First baseman for the Bears. There was a big article saying that he was coming to Hanwha. He was one of the big free agents this offseason. A lot of talk of him coming as Sanchez moves it to 1-2, just missed on the inside. Last 5 games, only hitting 95, but there was a lot of talk about him coming to Hanwha, and that one's low, 2-2. Wonder if they did sell out the crowd or sell out the stadium or not. And that is ripped into the Hanwha section down the third baseline. What's up? Hello, fellow teachers. You don't have to work tomorrow, do you, Dave? All right, so we've got ourselves our first full count here. Sanchez, 4 walks in his 11 innings. He does walk a little bit, and that's inside, but he checked his swing and it hit his bat, so that's a foul, and we will reset it for another 3-2 count. All right, the 3-2 pitch once again, and that's fouled back, but Jaejaeun is not able to catch it, and we will have another 3-2 pitch. You didn't like the dance moves? And another foul back up against the screen, and we will have another pitch. Pitch number 10 of this at-bat. And that's fouled off. Yeah, I think Korea should decide who's gonna win the election strictly like dance battle. I think all the candidates should have dance battles to determine who wins the election. Like the worst thing I've seen is like how they're ranked. So the numbers is based on the possibility of them winning. So the higher number, more likely to win. And that's going to be strike 3 looking. That's his second K of the day. Oh yeah, team. So Saturday I was sitting at that light and they had huge, like there's like 10 people choreographed dancing. I was like, wow. And in there for strike 1. So Kang Sung-ho hitting 368. And fouls that one off, and that's going to be strike number 2. Yeah, that's the thing is like that area, for a Hanwha game, you're gonna instantly see 10,000 people, and that goes upstairs, swinging. Sit down, sir. Thank you for playing. As he already on strikeout number 3, and we are through 1 2/3 innings. Yeah, I know. I don't have a clue who that guy's name is. I just know he's number 8. Number 8 in Team Red. All right. And first pitch lifted and slices down the first baseline. Out of play. That's going to be strike 1. So Park Jung-young hitting 150 on the season. Inside, misses ball 1, ball 2. Sorry. Nick, when you go to games or anything, like any sports game in New Zealand, as he fouls that one down the third base line, make it at 2-2, do you ever see people turn their uniforms around to show like the player that they're cheering for? Like, or is that just a Korea thing? Yeah, it's just so weird. All right, the 2-2 count. Sanchez from the windup and just misses, loading the count up full once again. Oh, they don't? Well, yeah. And he is going to take first base on that ball. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. There we go. All right, that's going to bring up Kim Dae-won, the right fielder. And ball 1. Why do I have the top of the third when it's the bottom of the second? All right, the 1-0 pitch. Way inside. That's going to be ball 2. 2. And let's try to fix some of this stuff here. All right. The 2-0 pitch coming up. That's in there for a strike as he 136 on the slider. All right, the 2-1 pitch way inside, and that's going to be another 3-ball count. The third 3-ball counts, 2 full counts here in this inning, as he's thrown 24 pitches so far already. Pitch number 25 coming up. Kim Dae-han. Kim Dae-han? Oh, I got to change that. Kim Dae-han, not Kim Dae-won. That is ripped down the left field, and that's going to bounce up against the wall, running around third, holds him up at third, as that was just a very disturbing series of events for Hanwha there. Apparently that's because I disrespected his name by calling him Juan instead of Han. I will take full responsibility for I take full responsibility for that. All right. Kim Tae-gun stepping in, 250 on the day. Or on the day. $250 on the season. Looks at ball one already here. As we've got runners on second and third, 2 outs. You know, Sanchez quickly got the 2 strikeouts and then walked the next batter on a full count, then 3 balls and a single. Now looking at a 1-1 pitch after that steps off and then looks down at third, guy down on third as he's way down the line, a good 1/3 of the way down, and that's in there for a strike. Throwing that that curve that he throws once or twice a game. All right, the 1-2 pitch, and that is going to leave a mark on the old buttocks as he now loads the bases with that hit by pitch. And more than that, it's going to get... you got to do what you got to do, man. This is the one game of the series that I thought Hanwha had the best chance of winning. Sanchez has really been struggling this inning. Again, 10 pitches in the first inning. Started off with 2 straight strikeouts to start this inning and has now loaded the bases on a walk, a double, and a hit by pitch to flip the lineup back over to Jung Soo-bin, the leadoff hitter, who has 1 strikeout on the day. They do have to watch. He is a type of guy that will slap one down the third base line, and that just catches the top of the zone. A fantastic looking pitch. What is this, Eagles? What's up, Joel? How are you doing tonight? All right. 1-1. Ho Kyung-min? No, Jung Soo-bin has been the leadoff for Doosan for so many years. I mean, he's hitting 350 on the season. And that is lifted. Lee Jin-young ranging over, and that's going to be 3 away as they leave the bases loaded. What a fantastic ending to that. We will have a F8 to end the inning there. Hanwha will have their leadoff batter up. New leadoff batter again, Chae In-ho, taking over as the leadoff over Moon Hyun-bin, who drops down. Peraza drops down, and Chae In-sung drops way down. Hanwha. I love the Griffey, the Griffey Trout commercial here. All right. Yeah, I mean, he's. Yeah, they're gonna. Get rid of Pena, and bring on Trouts, and hopefully that'll solve their runners on first and second with nobody out issues. All right, again, Chano leading things off for Hanwha. Flew out to right in his first at-bat. Yeah, but I mean, it's all right. He looks at strike one. Antacheno. That's grounded to second. He bobbles it, and that's going to be a base runner on the air on the second baseman. Always love a good air to start the inning. Really sets the tone. Antacheno. All right, Moon Yun Bin will be stepping in as he tosses over to first, and not even close. And that's in there for a strike. 0-1. Antacheno. Whoa. They need to re-record Moon Yun Bin's song, as that it's not a very good quality, as he lifts that one. Hog Young Min in the coach's box and grabs it. And that's one away. What are you doing here? There we go. All right. Peraza stepping in, trying to extend his hitting streak. That's low, ball one. Good to see him back in the lineup after leaving early with the injury. Hitting .440 on the season. Flew out to left in his first at-bats. It's possible. And swings it. That's 1-1. Doesn't want to miss any. He's probably actually streaming my stream in his back pocket. Is probably what it is. That's what they're watching in the dugout. Is they want the heads up, the highlights. All right, the 1-1 pitch way outside. Ball two. Yeah, there was another guy. Thank you for saying that, Nick. I wasn't going to. I want to say a few years ago, there was a guy that his phone popped out of his pocket when he was sliding into third. His wife was pregnant, was supposed to be having a baby or something like that. So I do remember that one. All right. The 2-1 pitch way ups again, and that's going to bring up 3 ball counts. Peraza. 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 And that's going to be ball 4. Take your base, sir. They do not want him to beat them. And he has been on base safely every game this year. That's going to bring up No Shiwan, who grounded out to shorts in his first at-bat back in the first inning. All right, No Shiwan, here's your chance to not hit a solo home run. And swings at a pitch way outside, and that's 0-2 quickly. All right, 0-2 pitch coming up. Hitting .343 against the former team of Doosan, and that's way outside. For those of you unaware, Doosan was the original Doosan team, winner of the very first ever Korean championship. They were the Obi Bears in Daejeon and Cheongju originally. And that's chopped to third, 5-4. And he gets it and legs it out. That's going to put runners on the corner as he just beat out the double play. So that's going to bring up An Ji-hong with a chance to score at least one on a double. Single scores one easily. No, but there was the year that the Cubs won, the Bears also won, and there was like 3 teams that were Bear related that all won the respective championships that year. And that misses way inside as he jumps back 1-0. So, Nick, I think I ordered a bunch of stuff in order to try to speed up my broadcast to be able to watch the actual game. And that's going to be a single. That's going to score at least one. And No Shiwan moves to second base. What we like to see, getting runners on in scoring position and bringing them home. See, that's his 1,700th hit of his career. He's the 31st person in the KBO to have achieved that. Chan-sung looks at ball one way up towards his face. Yeah, so hopefully since tomorrow there's no work, I will be able to get it all fixed and checked out, set up hopefully. Yeah, I do get annoyed because I keep having to reset the TV and it just gets farther and farther behind as Chan-sung swings through that, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. So if I can get it set up, I should only be like 2 to 3 seconds, maybe 2 seconds behind you, which will be about the amount of time it's going to take you to type anything out anyway. All right, Jayan's on the 1-1 pitch, and that's chopped. That's going to be another single. Noshiwan coming around to score. That's going to be 2. And that should be it for the pitcher, as that air comes back to haunt him, and that's exactly what Hanwha needs. Oh, nope, they're going to keep him out there, as Hanwha has scored off of that E4 to start the inning. Both of their runs have come with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Lee Jin Young, who has a chance to break it wide open here. And that catches the outside corner. 0-1. Oh. All right, the 0-1 pitch, and that's about the exact same spot. 0-2. 맞아요, 맞아요. 이성복, 대전에 살아요? And there we go. That's another single. That's going to be Ancheong around third base, and he's going to come in, and he's going to beat the throw. That's going to be another RBI single with 2 outs for Hanwha. There we go. That's right, Joel. Now we've got Che Jae-hoon. How about a nice little single? Let's get you a double into the gap between left and or right and center. How about that? That's not going to do it with a pitch that high. That's ball 1. All right. And just catches the outside. 성남 어디예요? There we go. Oh, he scoops it, and that's gonna end the threats with a 4-3 as he makes a nice play. Nah. Yeah, I mean, again, you got, I just realized I still got Sanchez's K's sitting up there. You got one of the current hottest pitchers in the league against a guy who's getting his starts because the other team ended up having to send their regular starter down to the second league. Ah. 그래, like 수서역 근처에. Yeah, never rip up that ticket. Why is it so loud? 네. 저는 서울 자주 가지 않아요. 너무 멀어요. 대전만 항상 대전만 있어요. All right, I believe we are back. All right, Sanchez back on the mound and facing Ha Kyung-min to lead things off. Why is this? But first pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch sounds like a broken bat, but a little soft liner, and Moon Hyun-bin ranges over and grabs it, and that's one away. 네. 올해 한화 경기 예매하면 너무 힘들어요. 예. 고척에서 매진, 잠실에서 매진, 항상 매진. As the first pitch in there for a strike. And Yang E.G. lifts that one, ranging over. E.G. and Young under it, and that's going to be 2 away. 네, 항상 정은원. 잠시만요. Line, that's, oops, line 4, that's going to be 8. 항상 정은원 왼쪽으로 가면 실책 많았어요. 그래서 문현빈 수비 조금 더 좋아요. All right, Kim Jae-won in there, looks at ball one on the outside, bringing the count to 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch swings through that one. That's going to be strike number 2. Kim Jae-won grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in his first at-bats. Does have a very big tendency. And that's strikeouts number 4 for him, as this inning is quickly over. 정말 빨라요. We will take that quick inning. I imagine they're going to have a pitching change here. I can't, like, are they going to keep him out there? He's at 56 pitches. Only 15 balls. He's thrown 56 pitches, 41 of them for strikes. His last 2 games, his game against SSG, he threw 87 pitches. The game before that, he threw 84 pitches. So an 80-pitch guy, but he's kind of struggled, and he's going to have Lee Do-yoon leading off, and then, he's going to have 4 straight lefties coming up as a righty. So it'd be interesting to see if they actually take him out or leave him in. 이성복, 지금 쇼츠 중계 방송에 있어요. 저는 가로도 있어요. 그래서 유튜브 프로파일에서 가로 중계 방송도 있어요. 사람 더 많아요. All right, the first pitch in there to Lee Do-yoon is a ball. Lee Do-yoon 0 for 1 today with a ground out to seconds, and he looks at ball 2 way up there. Again, Kim Dong-ju still out there. Lee Do-yoon down to 353 average on the season. Looks at strike 1 there. 이도윤. And swing. So that's one away. Okay, that's going to bring Che-in-oh back up. 0 for 2 on the day. Did reach on an error and then come around to score that first run for Hanwha. Che-in-oh looks at strike 1 inside. Way up high. That's going to be ball 2. Gotta like when your leadoff batter's batting for the 3rd time in the 4th inning. And that's in there. Beautiful pitch for a strike. And fouls. That's one. I find myself so I'm listening to the broadcast to see if they say anything in Korean that is worth mentioning. It's usually just, oh, he's handsome, he's tall, he's fast, pretty boring stuff. But I can hear the Hanwha crowd as that's lifted into left field. That's gonna be just inside the line, and he's gonna at least get 2, and that's gonna be a double for Che-in-oh as he gets it just inside the line, and he's on for the 2nd time today with the 2-2 pitch that just barely stays in. Literally, that barely got in. And Moon Hyun-bin is now going to step in. He is 1 for 2 on the day, singled in his first at-bat, and then popped up to the 3rd baseman in his last at-bat. And that's inside, ball 1. Wow, nice drawing. Wow. And that's going to be a 4-3 putout, but he moves the runner over. And now he is runner at the third with Peraza stepping in. Walked in his last at bats. Single here, or obviously a home run would be even better. Man, he is just not on it today over at second. Hey, Peraza. Just under it. Can of corn into. And that will end the threat for Hanwha. A double, but nothing of it. As that will move us to the bottom of the fourth. Hanwha still up 3-0. Like to see it. Is that right? Everything right? Yeah. Gotta make sure that I got all my stuff right. And Yang Sung-han will lead it off for the Bears. The Bears. You're going to always have to keep constantly rebooting all of this because Undabuta. Alright, we should be making our way back to the game here. I'm ready, you're ready. Sanchez should be out there again, I would always imagine. There we go. Alright, we're back, finally. And the first pitch swinging, pops that one, foul, back and out of play, 0-1. Yang Sung-han, 185 on the season, struck out looking. That beautiful backwards K that Dave loves so much. And that one's low, ball one. 1-1. And Sanchez at 50 pitches coming into this inning. That rough second inning, but strike two, catches the bottom of the zone, and that's going to bring 1-2. And that one overthrows that one. Evens the count at 2-2. Looking for strikeout number 5 here. I'm ready. I got my finger on the button. And that is bounced into the ground about 55 feet. And that's going to make the count full, which was perfectly fine because it was a full count last in the second inning when he struck out. So how about a full count here and he can strike out again? Nope, that's a ball. And that's not good. Leadoff walk after being ahead 1-2 in the count. Come on now. All right, so that's going to bring up Kang Seung-ho, who also struck out in his first at-bat. All right, here we go. First pitch, foul, broken bat. Did he break his bat? Did he just throw his bat? Threw his bat. Gonna have to get the old spray out. Yeah, there we go. That I love the tar spray. There's no pine tar in Korea. It's just like a a can, like a spray can, and it's just like spray it, and yeah, it's very different. I didn't know what to expect at the beginning, but it works pretty well. I don't obviously I'm not using wooden bats in my league, but as he fouls that one and quickly behind 0 and 2. But yeah, like in my men's league, use it quite a bit. I've never lost the bats, thankfully. All right, the 0-2 pitch and fouled out of play. That's going to keep him alive. Again, Sanchez struggles quite a bit more with runners on. Just coming from. Ooh. Got a curveball here? Oh, change. And did he go? Did he take second? Oh. Wow. I think the first base umpire was asleep, saying he didn't go there. And that's another foul out of play. So Sanchez has this habit of when he comes set, if you look, I'm saying this that you guys can't actually see it, but when he comes set, there's things that he does that tips what he's throwing. And right, I think here comes a fastball. Yeah, 149 fastball. And that's going to be a single. He's going to hold him up at second. But, yeah, I mean, now I don't know if they can see it as a batter, but I can definitely see it on the broadcast. Like I can see I'm not looking at the pitches that I'm not looking at the catcher or anything, but I can definitely tell what he's throwing before he throws it. Yeah. Way outside. That's going to be ball number 1. Pak Jun Young walked in his first at bat, hitting 150 on the season. So they've got the first 2 runners on, a walk and a single. And he's looking into some trouble there. Looks like another fastball. Nope, that one wasn't. But fouled off 1-1. The little changeup. He might have made a slight adjustment from the first couple innings. Another changeup? No. Just catches the bottom. Nice pitch. 1-2. Nick, can you see what I'm talking about? I know you're watching the actual broadcast. Can you see what I'm talking about? All right, the 1-2 pitch, and that's fouled back and out of play. Going for the 5th pitch of this at bat coming up here. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Come on, let's get the strikeouts here. Number 5 on the day. We'll even take a triple play. It's in the dirt. Ball 2. Uh, look at his glove. Look at his hand in the glove. Another fastball. No, way up. He's made a slight adjustment, and it may have thrown him off, as he's got another full count here. It looks like he made a slight adjustment on where he's holding his glove, or how he's holding his glove from the first couple innings. But we've got ourselves another full count, first and second, nobody out, as he steps off, spins around. So 68 pitches, 68 or 69th pitch of the inning here is he's already thrown 18 just here in this fourth inning. And that's popped up. And that'll be one away as Ancheong just ranges underneath it. And that's going to be a huge out as he catches that in fair territory. One away. And now he's got a double play possibility with Kim Dae-han, who doubled in his first at-bats. But I've already changed his name to the correct name, so we shouldn't have to worry at all. And swings through that one. Strike one. Kim Dae-han hitting 125 on the season. And that is including his 2-out double in the second inning. And that's lifted foul and out of play. That's going to be 0-2. Huge here. Again, Sanchez can get out of this with, first and second, nobody outs. Facing the bottom of the order, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got to be able to get out of that as a starting pitcher. He's already at 21 pitches so far this inning with 2 full counts. And swings through that, and that's going to be another strikeout as he gets strikeouts number 5 on the day. Beautiful. All right, now he's got 2 outs. The number 9 hitter who he hit in the first at-bat. Kim Tae-gun, first pitch swinging, and that's fouled and out of play. Down the third baseline, hitting 250 on the season. Obviously 0 for 0 today with nothing but a bruise on the butt. And the 0-1 pitch, wagging the bat back and forth. That's in there on the beautiful pitch. Oh my. That might be one of the best pitches I have seen all season. That is like the ultimate paint right there. Oh my Lord. When they talk about painting, that's what they talk about right there. And the 0-2 pitch. Just inside 1 and 2. He's sticking his knee out there across the plate. The 1-2 pitch needs another strikeout here. Lifts up, spins around, makes sure that Yang Sung Han is not taken off from second base here, as he has to keep an eye on things on the base path. Again, Che Jae-hoon has been giving out free bases all season. That's a broken bats foul. He'll have to get himself a new piece of lumber as the ball boy down the left field line will have to go chase that ball into the tarp. Lee Do-yoon hands the other ball boy the bats, or the rest of the bats, as it went farther than the ball. And we will have another 1-2 count. Yeah. I wonder if they changed the bats. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a single. That's going to score at least one. It's all right. You're going to have runners on second and third as he went to second on the throw. No Shiwan cut the throw, was thinking about throwing to second, but wisely held it. Good. Spot TV's cameras are awful. They are awful looking. Lots of like lens flare on it, and like earlier Kim Jae-won's white uniform to look pink. All right, they are gonna go back to the top of the order. Jung Soo Bin. Wonder what he's talking to him about. Maybe so he is moving back to the windup, as he's got runners on second and third, and that's what he much rather pitch from the windup. And there we go, strike one in there. He struggles so much from the stretch that any chance that he has to go to a windup, and that's popped up. Che Jae-hoon flips the mask off, and he runs back and catches it as he falls back up against the padding behind home plate to end the threat. What a catch by Che Jae-hoon. What a horrible camera angle. Wow. Absolutely awful camera angle. nah. 남의 이야기에 오직 내 안에 술이지. 나의 모든 건 언더러브다. I'll share with you guys all of the Korean commercials. Fantastic baseball. It's the same like 4 or 5 commercials every single time. Papa John's. American Premium Pizza. Papa John's. All right, we should be coming back. 야구 좋아하세요? Kim Dong-ju's still out there. They're going to get 5 innings out of this man. Wow. That is a strategy. All right. Finally, they show the actual... Why don't they show that? Where's that picture? Where's that video? Is that a Hanwha video or a Doosan video? I want to see that angle. Like he literally slid into a camera, but we can't get that camera angle. All right, No Shiwan leading things off. Looks at ball one up high. 1-0. No Shiwan and average up to 260 as he had an excellent Sunday. And that is in there for strike one. It's always mesmerizing to me. So this pitcher has a big pause as he bounces that one back to the backstop. Has a big pause in his windup. But he has no pause when he's from the stretch. Like a pitcher who has that big of a difference in his windup versus his stretch, yet is a professional. I don't like as he swings through that, and that's going to bring it to 2-2. And that's swung through. I won't play that song anymore. Gotta make him pay for sending him back out there. Man. 74 pitches, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And An Jeong stepping in, looks at strike one at the top of the zone. An Jeong, RBI single in his last at-bats, struck out swinging in his first. And he strokes that one right to right field, and that's 2 away. Game is moving right along. And it looks at strike one. Chen Zong looks at ball one way back to the backstop as he looks to add on to his on-base percentage as he struck out but reached on the wild pitch first at-bats. snot. They literally call it snot. Strikeouts, but low, I guess. As ball 2 here. And swings 2 outs. And that's right up the middle for another single. And he continues and on base for the 3rd time. Oops, still 2 outs. Good to see him getting on base. They are not going to be able to do anything without him on base at a very solid clip. Looked like he was still off balance, fooled on the pitch, but was able to get enough on it to single it back up the middle, and that's going to bring up E. Gene Young. Single and RBI in his last at bat. Big swing, but foul. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch right in there for strike 2. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. Ball 1, 1-2. Hanwha, Jin Youngwa. Ijin Youngida. There we go. That's lifted. Right fielder going back, turns around, and is able to reappoint himself in the direction that he needed. And that is 3 away. We will go to the bottom of the 5th. Hanwha still up. 3-1. As they strand Che Jae-hoon or Che In-sung on base. Again, Sanchez will obviously be out for another inning. Sitting right now at 79 pitches. His last 2 starts, 100 pitches the game last week, and then opening series at home. He threw 90 pitches, against SSG. Threw 90 pitches in that game. So around 100 pitches is what you can kind of expect from him. Obviously, he'd love to be able to get out of the 5th inning and then try to get a quality start. But the really, 5 hits against him, 79 pitches. He's had a lot of big counts. He's had 4 full counts, 1 I think a 10 pitch at bat with Young Sung Hwan. So probably only going to be able to get 5 innings out of him, especially because after the 5th you have the stretch, which means he's going to be sitting for quite a while. So we should be coming back here. Unless he throws 9 pitches and nice immaculate inning. All right. Sanchez back on the mound. Pitch number 80 coming up. Ha Kyung-min 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in his first at-bats, but looks at ball 1 up high. Last he Little easy liner to Moon Hyun-bin in his last at-bats. Looks at strike one as he sticks the butt out. Questions the strike, but it was not even near the edge of the plate. And that's in there for another one. I don't know if he's just really crowding the plate or maybe it's like it's not even close. Like I don't know what he's arguing about. And that's a foul off the knee, and he's down sitting on the ground. That is not going to feel good. Ooh. Oh, that hurts. A foul right off the knee. Right off the back knee. Didn't even hit the ground. It was straight bat to knee. Sanchez just waiting. All right, here he is from the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. And gets a piece and chops that to one foul. Looks like Iminu is up in the Hanwha bullpen there. No, once again another 1-2 pitch. And that one is going to catch him looking. Sit down, sir, and grab some popcorn. That's the 6 strikeouts on the day for Sanchez. He's trying to get to 8 as he had 8 strikeouts in his first game and then 8 strikeouts in his last game. Ha Kyung-min goes back to the dugouts. We'll look at the video and realize that those were perfect pitches, as that was a great pitch, but just misses low. 1-0 to Yang Yi-ji. Yang Yi-ji singled in his first at-bat and then flew out to center field. That one does catch enough of the corner, or the bottom of the zone, and makes it 1-1. And that's going to be strike 2. And Yang Yi-ji is going to have to swing the bats now. Sanchez ramping it up, 149 on that one. And that's swinging through. And that's going to be another strikeout, number 7 on the day for Sanchez. All right, number 7 looking for strikeout. Number 8 starts him off. First pitch swinging, fouls it away, and strike 1. Kim Jae-won is a victim of a inning-ending 4-6-3 double play in the first to end that threat, and then struck out in his second at-bat back in the 3rd inning. And just misses the outside. We are at pitch 91, looking at pitch 92 coming up for Sanchez. And that is grounded to first, bobbled, but gets it, and that'll be 3 away on the ground out to An Cheong over at first base, and that will take us to the break. We will be back in just a couple minutes. So we are just about back. And Kim Dong-ju is still out there. Nothing has been updated yet. And we'll see. Yep, he's still back out there. 85 pitches already. He threw 84 and 87 in his other 2 starts. Yeah. It's good for Hanwha. Keep him out there. Maybe they may be going with a bullpen day tomorrow. I'm not sure. But Choi Jae-hoon leading things off for Hanwha here. 1 for 2 on the day, hitting 269 so far on this young season. Let me get rid of all of Sanchez's strikeouts, because we don't want anyone else to see those beauties. And we are at 1-1 counts here. And just misses upstairs. 2-1. And that's outside. 3-1. Choi Jae-hoon, you haven't walked yet today. You should probably get your walk in for the day. You know, you need that ball 4 or the hit by pitch. There she is. Right on cue. Ball 4. Take your base, sir. I mean, I would much rather walk to third, save myself, 180 feet of running. All right, Ito Yoon stepping in, 0 for 2 on the day. Let's get a single here, Ito Yoon. Getting that average too close to 300. That's way upstairs. I imagine there's going to be a walk out to the mound pretty soon. Hopefully they're saying don't swing, because he had just sat for a long time during the break, and then from there he just walked Choi Jae-hoon, and now he's just threw a ball way off, and he's already thrown more pitches now than he has any other game. And they were not telling him that, as he swings and pops that one to center field, and that is 1 away. They should have been telling him. He was just going to third because that's where the Hanwha dugout is. So going to take off all of his stuff instead of walking all the way to first with all that stuff, and then the ball boys having to come and get it all and all that. I wish more players would do that. Chano stepping in. Looks at ball 1 on the outside. Chano double in his last at-bats. Reached on a air. 1 for 3 on the day with a 264 average currently. Pitch number 94 for Kim Dong-ju. And Chano fouls that one back up against the netting. I'm really surprised that they had him come back out. It'd be interesting to see if Hanwha brings Sanchez back out, because they did have Iminu warming up in the bullpen earlier. And that's way up. Ball 2. He has not looked sharp. His fork ball is, again, not forking. All right, the 2-1 pitch here. And swings at ball 3, but fouls it away. 2-2. The start of this song just gets me. Oh, Hanta chain, oh, Hanta chain, oh, whoa, oh, Hanta chain, oh, Hanta chain, whoa, and we've got ourselves a full count for the leadoff batter. Oh yeah, especially Peraza compared to the last few foreigner songs that have been awful, and I say awful. Isung Bok, I think you might be ahead of me. Definitely ahead of me, boys, and we will take that. That's one. JJ Hoon once again showing the absolute speed demon that he is and going first to third on the single by Chano. Absolute speed. Oh no. He's like, God. He's like, why didn't you guys just let me come here in the first place? And that's going to be it for Kim Dong-ju. He will take himself a trip to the dugouts as we will have ourselves a pitching change. And I need to update that. Hopefully I continue to update who is going to be in there as the new pitcher. We do not have the bases loaded. We have the first and third. Let's see. Kim Dong-ju will be done for the day. Let's see. In will be Lee Byung-hun. Lee Byung-hun coming in. I will get you some stats for him once they show him on the screen. Yogi Giro. 자신감 max. Come to pro 야구. 네. In Byung-hun on the mound now for Doosan. 1-0 on the season, 5.4 ERA, 1 hold, 8 games, 6 2/3 innings. The lefty will be stepping in, oh my lord, and facing Moon Hyun-bin, who's ready to single. Just misses outside. Da, da, da. All right, Moon Hyun-bin. That's outside. And again, not. I still not sure why they brought him back out. Maybe, bring him back out to face JJ Hoon, but as soon as they walk JJ Hoon, they should have gone to a lefty here. They got Lee Do-yoon, Chae In-ho, Moon Hyun-bin, and Peraza is a switch hitter, so he's gonna, hitch whatever way, but he hits better lefty than he does righty. And that's down the middle, get me over, throw a strike, something. And we have got ourselves a 2-1 count. And chops that one foul. 2-2 as he tried to hold up, but was Chan Ho running on that pitch? It looked like, yeah. Again, I have to think that Sanchez is done for the day, but this manager, who knows what he will do. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch, way outside, ball 3. And he's got himself a full count on the first pitcher first batter he faces. And one thing with Peraza sitting on deck, though, is he has not hit well with the bases loaded. He is 0-for, and he's had plenty of chances already in this short season. And gets a piece of that, fouled. Left fielder given chase, but just out. And I believe those are called the Fila seats. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll reset it and do it again. So, Nick, who do you think has the best dance? Not the song, the dance. All right, Moon Yunbin, the 3-2 pitch. Runner on first and third, 1 out. New pitcher out. And we will take that. Ball 4. Take your base, sir. 이성북 아마 저보다 5초 더 빨라요. You never got to experience the Lee Dong-won. All right, Peraza stepping in. Really? JJ Hoons? Man, it's one of my least favorite. All right, Peraza looks at ball 1. Gets in there for a strike. 1-1. Yeah. Oh, what was his name? Hee Dong-jun? I think that was his name. He's a center fielder, super fast, but could just never get on base. Very similar to Iwan Sok. And that's a swing at ball 2. Again, Peraza has not done well with the bases loaded. So far this year, he's had 5 chances. He has 1 hit and 2 strikeouts and a... Nope, sorry. This is his 5th at-bat. He's 1 for 4 with a hit, 2 strikeouts. And then I believe he flew out over the weekend with the bases loaded. 1-2 pitch coming up. Peraza. Way outside. Peraza. 2-2 coming up. 2-2 pitch. I should go to the 8 Mile and go freestyle against Eminem with these beats. All right, Peraza, the 2-2 pitch. Put one over the wall, please. That's in the dirts. That's going to be ball 3. And that's going to be another full counts. He's faced 2 batters now, and both of them have been full counts. Can we get a Peraza full count walk RBI His first walk RBI of the season. Yeah! I think they're going to review this. They may review it. I thought he was safe. He is. He's got some speed, despite he can't can't steal any bases. No, he's out. Once again, bases loaded and nothing. He is not. He's 1 for 5 now. All right. I'll make sure that they don't do anything too crazy. Hanwha hopefully will be batting when you come back, because that would make a very quick. All right. Okay, they are going to change pitchers here. Imunu is going to come in for Hanwha. I do like this switch. He's got a righty coming up. Not everything this manager does is completely irrational. Ay. Wrong button. All right, we should be coming back. We'll do that one. Again, Imunu coming in. Yeah. Imunu coming in. Sanchez. Imunu, 4.50 ERA, 1 save, 1 hold, 7 games, 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 227 average against, and a whip of a 1.00. Starting off, he's going to be facing Yang Sung-won, who struck out and walked in his 2 at-bats, and that pitch is way above and barely even catching anything on the K-zone. Yang Sung-won hitting 185 on the season. Both captains for these two teams have been struggling. There's that pitch. Just catches the corner. And that's going to be a strike. All right, the 1-1 pitch coming up. Again, way up high. 2-1. Blowing on his hand like he's cold, but I'm pretty sure it's like 20 to 15. Maybe it's a little colder in Seoul. All right, the 2-1 pitch. And again, way up there, not getting any break on any his pitches here. And he is now looking at a 3-1 count already. Yeah, that's way up high. Isungbuk way Doosan like 일찍 예매하는 시즌권 사지 않았어요. 보통 서울 한화 팬 항상 LG 시즌 왕정 시즌권하고 두산 일찍 예매하는 시즌권하고 키움 예매하는 시즌권도 써요. For those of you non-Korean speakers, a lot of teams, so they have different packages, different teams. Hanwha has their season ticket, and then they have a weekend season ticket for Saturday and Sunday, and then they also have this thing called Early Eagles, which lets you reserve a ticket early. That just catches the corner. And Kang Sung Ho is not happy about that, but it was a strike. But so they have a thing where you can also, there's other times where like certain teams have away team season tickets. And that's chop. That's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Let's clear them bases, ladies and gentlemen. Clear them bases and put a 2 on the outs. 6-4-3 double play. But other teams have different things where they can. That's ball one. Get season tickets, or you can get season tickets versus certain teams, or you can do things where like you can buy an early ticket package. Like Doosan has an early ticket package. It's like $75, 80,000 won. Is that just misses where you can reserve tickets like the day before. And a lot of Seoul fans buy all of those packages because, they play 27 games in Seoul plus Incheon plus Suwon. They play 40 games in the Seoul area. And that one's in there for a strike. That is going to be deposited in the seats in left field. And that one's going to be outside, ball one. We're blaming that on you, Nick, whenever you get back, just so you know. And that's in there, 1-1. So Kim Dae-han, 1 for 2, and that's 2 for 3 as that's ripped into left field, and that's going to have another runner on, as that's 2 straight base runners for Doosan after the double play. That homer was just crushed. Not even close. Here we go again with the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters. Kim Tae-gun up now, the number 9 hitter. Hit by pitch and an RBI single. So, again, the 6, 7, 8 hitters, 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters is what hurts Hanwha the most. And, you know, right now they are safe. Again, I don't know what it is, but Choi Jae-hoon cannot throw out any runners all year. Like, he is struggling so much. That was a horrible slide, too. And another ball. Gonna have to go out and talk to him here. You know, big swing. Hanwha bases loaded with Peraza up, and then ground into a double play to end the inning, and then suddenly Doosan is threatening, and that's misses. Ball 3, 3-0. So we've had a walk and then a double play, a homer, a single, a stolen base, and we've got 3 balls, 0 strikes. And that's get me over fastball down the middle, 144, middle. Oh, just need 1 out here. A single is going to score him, as he's going to be off on contact. And that swings through, brings the count full, 3-2. Iminu looking for a strikeout to get himself out of trouble here. And he gets the strikeouts. Gets out of the inning. Big time for Iminu there. And we got another new pitcher here, Kim Young-shin. All right, we will have No Shiwan leading things off for Hanwha. We're getting a little close after that 3-0, jumping out to the 3-0 lead. They've had plenty of chances to add to it. Out hit Doosan, plus Doosan with the air, but still way too close. As Kim Young Shin, 1080 ERA, 1 hold, 4 games, 1.23 innings, and or 1.2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and No Shiwan leading thing. Oh, wrong button. No Shiwan leading things off, and looks at strike 1 down the middle. And that's a big, huge, sweeping curve. Oh my. That is Uncle Charlie. Oh my, that 12-6, that was a thing of beauty right there. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's 3 pitches and 3 strikes and 1 out. And his second straight strikeout of the game. Still looking for his first hit. That curve was just nasty. That was such a nice curveball. All right, An Cheong coming to the plate now. And woo! That'll be strike 1 on the check swing that he tried to hold up, but fouled it off, knocked the bat out of his hand. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And that one doesn't get a swing, and that's going to be 1-1. Hanwha, 1-1. Here it is. And that's lifted foul 1-2. One, 2 pitch, way up. Doesn't get that break on that one. And that's going to be a 2-2 counts coming up. And just misses. And that's going to bring the counts full. 3-2 pitch coming up to An Cheong, who is 1 for 2 with a full count. With 3 walks. And that's going to be another walk. That's his 4th walk on a full count. And he will be on base for the 2nd time today. And next up, Chan Sung, been on base all 3 times so far today. Struck out and ended up reaching on the pass ball or the wild pitch. And then from there, he single and an RBI, and then a single in his last at-bats. And that's another big hook. And that's in there for a strike. I love that they call it the snot. Snot. Strikeouts, low strike, fastball. All right. The 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be single number 3. As he gets on base for the 4th time today with another single. 3 straight singles for Chan Sung, and Hanwha's going to have runners on first and second again. This time for Lee Jin Young. So we've got a mound visit here. And Yang AG will head back behind the plates. And you get some music again. Well, Ejin Young, 1 for 3 on the day, single and an RBI in his second at bats, and then grounded out to a 6-4 putouts and flew out to right in his last at bats, hitting 385 on the season. And that's chopped to third, and the throw to first. It's going to move the runners over, but 2 away. And that's going to bring up Che Jae-hoon, Mr. Wheels himself. And like listening to this game, it really just sounds like it's a Hanwha game. They're so loud. And that's ball 1 low. You can see this again, 1 for 2 on the day, hitting 269 on the season. Single ground ball to second, and that's in there for a strike. 1-1. Walked in his last at bats. Was not able to come around and score, despite showing off the wheels in that first to third single by Chae Ho. All right, so the 1-1 pitch to Che Jae-hoon, tapping his foot, swinging his bat up above his head, and looks at strike 2 on the inside corner. EJ1 yelling from the dugouts. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. And chops that to third, grabs it, throws to first, and that's going to be 3 away as Hanwha once again leaves some runners on the bases. And we will head to the bottom of, and I just hit my camera there. Oh, other way. There we go. Yeah, that's right. I really need to figure out something a little bit better than my current setup. Too far. Perfect. All right. Oh, Hanwha. So, one of the things I talked about in kind of my preview, talking about where I thought Hanwha was going to finish, the thing that I'm concerned the most about is their ability to score runs. This year, off to a really hot start at the beginning, but since then they've really fallen down. They're in like 5th or 6th with a 270 team average, which is much better than the year before, but it's also started out really, really hot. So that's going to always be my big concern. But this past weekend, they really struggled with runners in scoring position. Still hitting 320 with runners in scoring position, but looks like Han Sung-hyuk will hop on the mound for Hanwha. Let me get that changed. So Han Sung-hyuk, first pitch in there and way up high, ball one. So Jung Soo-bin is going to lead off. Strikeouts pop to Choi Jae-hoon behind home plate in his last at-bats. And that's swung. Peraza going back in front of the warning track, and that's going to be one away. All right, next up, Hog Young-min, the third baseman, 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out looking in his last at-bat. And first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. All right, the 0-1 pitch. Misses, ball one, 1-1. And that misses outside, 2-1. What is that lady doing with that uniform? That's another thing that I'm really confused about is a lot of these, you'll see like these really tiny uniforms for adults, and that's way outside, ball 3. Yeah, so you see these these uniforms that obviously are not for them. And they're holding them up, and what they do is they have like one for every single player, it seems like. And that's gonna be ball 4, and he is not someone that you want on the base pass. And I'm gonna try to catch this game up because it's behind again. So Han Sung-hyuk now will be facing Yang Iji, a extremely, extremely scary batter. So Hog Young-min will not be running at first. Instead, we have a pinch runner. It looked like a pinch runner. It looked like somebody was in the dugout as that first pitch in there for a strike. But I have not gotten any updates, and there's, let's see, Joju Heng? Yes, Jo Soo Heng. And I'll get that changed in just a sec after this pitch. All right, checks over, and let's see. And 1-1 on that. I don't know why I had Hog Young-min in there at the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, just back in time. Why? There we go. I don't Again, I don't know why I had Hog Young-min in there as the DH all day. I think it was left over from the weekend games. Han Sung-hyuk on the mound. The 1-1 pitch to Yang Iji, who is 1, and the throw over not in time. Cho Soo-hang. EG. And 1-1 just misses. Wow. $155 on that pitch. 154. That's what they're showing now on the screen. And the 2-1 pitch, another check over at first, and he quickly back, standing up. Way outside. Ball 3. All right, here we go. The 3-1 pitch to one of the most dangerous hitters in the league, and that is fouled off, and he just missed it. Going to bring the counts full. But he's not somebody who strikes out that often. He's struck out 9 times in 44 at-bats. So I think that you got to put him in motion here. And he wins, but it's a ball. And now we've got runners on first and second. And that'll be it for him, as we will have another pitching change, as Han Sung-hyuk has walked the last 2 batters, and now they've got runners on first and second with 1 out, and Hanwha is getting deep into this bullpen already. So Kim Bum-soo will come in. This is a spot that I talk about that I really think he does the best. This is where I think Kim Bum-soo does his best. He will come in a game and in a situation that has a ton of pressure. He's going to come in. He's going to face Kim Jae-won, who is a lefty. He's a lefty. This is the spot that I would be bringing him in. He does have Yang Sung-won on deck, who's a righty, but he may only be pitching to him. I'm trying to think of who else they have in the dugout, and they have, again, it's, I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing with Wong Jun-seo. Is he going to be starting a game this week to give Ryu Hyun-jin a couple extra days? I'm not entirely sure what is going to be happening with him, so I don't know who they really have in the dugout. But Jang Shi-won has been brought back up, so he's another righty. So Park Sang-won, they have him. Yeah, I mean, Kim Bum-soo, 7.71 ERA, 1 hold, has struggled this year, but I don't think they've been using him effectively. So I'll leave that to be seen. Again, this is the spot where he really does well. Hopefully, he doesn't make me look awful. But this is the spot where he does well. Facing a lefty, comes in, doesn't start the inning, comes in the middle of the inning, and this is where he should be doing well. First pitch up high, and that's going to be a stolen base. Kim Bum-Soo does run into some control issues every once in a while, so a possible wild pitch, pass, ball, tying run. All right, the 1-0 pitch, got a runners on first and second. Kim Jae-won, and that's stroked. And that's gonna and we'll have another pitching change. I think he might be going to Doosan as he has struggled. It's the spot I like him in, but Jang Ji-won coming in. Yeah, you just missed a 3-run come from behind homer for Doosan. As we got ourselves again another pitching change here. Hanwha has out-hit Doosan 9-8. Doosan has an error that extended an inning. But once again, Hanwha can't score runs. Peraza had another chance with the bases loaded and grounded into an ending inning double play. So they went from 3-0 to 3-1 to 3-2 to now 3-5. All right. Jang Ji-won on the mound already. First pitch, that's going to be a ground ball to No Ji-won and 2 away. All right. I will see you in a few minutes, Dave. Head home safe. I know it's a good 300-meter walk. Good curve there, but ends up in the dirt at 117. All right. Jang Ji-won pitching to Kang Seung-ho, who looks at another ball in there for... Yeah, it's your fault, Nick. And swings through that one, 2-1. Do you need an update, Nick? All right, the 2-1. And that's in there, 2-2. Yeah, so they brought in Han Seung-hyuk to start the inning. Got an out, then 2 walks. So they switched to Kim Bum-soo and the 2-2 pitch, and that's chopped. Keep it at 2-2. Kim Bum-soo came in to face the lefty, and the lefty deposited a ball into the stands for a 3-run homer to give them the 5-3 lead. And that's low, 3-2. This is the 6th full count that Doosan has had, or that Hanwha has been in. And that will be a strikeout. But not before it's way too late. As we will head to the 8th inning with Hanwha down 5-3 after the solo home run and in the 3-run homer. Alright, we should be coming back pretty soon. They are never on time, but I'm going to guess that it's going to be pretty soon. As we'll head to the top of the 8th. I imagine that I have to think. So we've got quite a few changes here. The pitcher is Cheji Kang, as I will try to get some of this switched. So he will move to left. So I'll try to get some of this switched up. Cheji Kang will be pitching now. What? Why? Why are they pinch hitting? Why is Im Jong-chan pinch hitting for Lee Do-yoon? Why? Why? I don't get it. So now we're gonna have, that means who's gonna play third? Alright, Cheji Kang. Alright. Jae Ho stepping in and looks at ball 1. Jae Ho 2 for 4 on the day and looks at strike 1 in the top corner. And 2 for 4, flew out to right, reached on an air, and then double and a single. And that's way outside. Ball 2. Again, I'll try to get some of these updated. Thompson Hall is out. Again, I'm going to have to just change these at the break here. Just notice that the defense, and that's strike 2. Just notice the defense for Doosan is not correct. As you can see, you have 2 left fielders, as Kim Tae-gun is no longer in, and neither is Kang Sung-ho. And that's ball 3, bringing the counts full 3-2. And he did single in his last at-bat on a full count on a 3-2 pitch. So how about another one here? That's outside. Ball 4. Take your base, sir. And he is on base for the 4th time. All right, let's see if I can get some more of this fixed. And that's hit 5, 4, 3. Another double play. That is two crucial spots for Hanwha to be hitting into double plays. All right, it's Bakebom, who is no longer. He is playing second base. See if I can get the rest of these. Kim Tae-gun, no. Kang Sung-ho. Who is the 7th batter? Nope. The 6th batter is now Jung-min Jae, and he is playing third. I think that's fixed. All right, Jung Shi-won still out there for Hanwha as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Looks at strike 1. Park Jun-young and checks on him. And still waiting. Okay, said they went. And that's chopped foul. Park Jun-young hit a monster home run in his last at-bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Popped up and also walked. And that's low, ball 1. See if this actually matches now. Jung Soo-bin, and left. Yang Yi-ji catching. DH first. And that's fouled out of play. Keeps it at 1-2. And Jun Min Jae, yes. Park Jun Jong, yep. Shorts. Kim Dae Han at right. Kim Dae, nope. Park Gi-bum. All right, I've got everything set up, I believe. I don't know who's playing short for Hanwha, though. Nothing is updated. I don't know who's playing shorts, but I'm going to guess that it's not Im Jong Chan. And the 1-2 pitch. Oops. 2-2. Wang Young Mok looks like he is playing short. And did he go around? No, did not go around. 안녕하세요. Chopa chopa. Wow. Held up. I don't know what that was, but that's a strikeout. I really don't. I honestly have no idea what that was. It looks like they decided to call him a strikeout. I have no idea what's going on. They appealed to first. He didn't call him, but then suddenly they decided that he was out. Again, I don't have any idea what's going on. He looked good. I don't know what that was. 네, 아마 근데 김범수 as we've got looks like so I got to get this updated here. So we got a 1-1. 김범수 보통 like 이닝 중에서 나오면 괜찮아요. 근데 이제 그 김재환 제 생각은 저도 생각했어요. 그래서 차트 좋아요. 근데 올해 김범수 잘 못 던졌어요. 그래서 아마 내일부터 소산으로 가요. 네. 네, 오늘 연패 그 맞아요. I hope so, Marty. Welcome to the stream, sir. And that's going to be another strikeouts. That's 3 straight strikeouts for him. 네, 초파. 제 생각엔 오늘 이겨야 해요. 내일 아마 알칸타라 선발 투수. outside ball one. 네, 맞아요. 내일 알칸타라하고 목요일 and that's strike 1-1. 목요일 브랜든 선발 투수. 네, 맞아요. All right, so the 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Marty, are you a Hanwha fan or are you a money fan? And that's way low. Ball 3, 3-1. 네, 근데 오늘 김동주 선발 투수인데 제 생각엔 최완준 로테이션 하는데 수요일 2군으로 보냈어요. Marty, I'm going to say, I don't know how you guys do it. I can't do, like, it's, what the freak is what? And outside, fouled off, 3-2, keeping it alive. Come on, Hanwha. Jang Shiwan, how about another strikeout? 4 straight strikeouts. Nah, and that's strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Jang Shiwan. He's saying, why did it take you so long to get me back up to the first league? I should have been here the entire time. But we will go to the top of the 9. Oh, Hanwha. It was just, they tricked you, man. They tricked you, Marty. Yeah, they should have been favored, and they would have been favored, but yeah, I mean, they had the starting pitcher on the mound, but and you know, he gave up 1 run, but he can only go 5 innings. Ran into pitch count troubles, walked 3, and the biggest problem is just in the second inning alone, he had 2 full counts and a 3-ball count. So just ran into pitch count issues. It's the same thing as, you know, his first game. So first game he won, he only threw 5.2 innings because he threw 90 pitches, walked 2, struck out 8. Then the second game, same thing, 5.2 innings, 100 pitches because he walked 2. And he's not just walking guys, he's getting a lot of big long counts. And it's the same thing that happened today. So we've got Jung Chul-won on the mound to try to close it out for Doosan, as I will. Jung Chul-won. I will say this, though, Doosan closer is not very good, and hopefully Peraza can put a run on the board. Peraza. He's still looking for his first hit of the day, though, as he swings through that, and it's 0-1. And that's down on a knee, strike 2. Welcome, Herbert. Tell me about it. Look at all the money Hanwha's taken from me, man. Every year, every home game, they just take my money. Come on, Peraza. Peraza. And he just gets a piece of that, fouls it back to the screen, and it's going to stay 0-2. Peraza. He's yelling at Peraza something. And gets under that. Shortstop calling for it. And that's going to be the end of Peraza's hit streak. Maybe. Unless Hanwha can suddenly score some runs. Okay. So their closer has not pitched well. 진짜, 올해, 그리고, 아마 키어전 양형종하고 나일 또 선발 투수. 그래서 정말 힘들어요. Alright, Noshiwan stepping in. Come on, Noshiwan. You are also hitless on the day. First pitch swinging, fouled it out of play down the right sideline, into the stands. Okay. Jung Chol-won does have 3 saves on the season, but he's 4th in the league in hit batters. He's 10th in the league in walks. He's pitched in 7 games, but he has an ERA near 8. And that's lifted into center field. Jung Soo-bin just in front of the warning track, and that's 2 away for Hanwha. And they are down to their last outs. That's all they do. They get runners on, and then they're very good at that. They get the tying run on base, and then they rip your heart out. All right, An Chi-hong. And he looks at a strike just at the bottom of the zone. An Chi-hong, 1 for 3 on the day. A strikeout, a single and an RBI, a fly out to right, and then walked in his last at-bats. And looks at ball 1 at the top of the zone. 맞아요. And that's outside ball 2, 2-1. Yep. Same old. 다르지 않나. And that's outside ball 3, 3-1 to An Chi-hong. Get on base. Bring up Chaeun Sung, the tying run, as he's had a very solid game so far. All right, and that's in there for a strike. Full counts, 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, down to bottom of the 9th, and you are sitting in the 5-hole. And just gets a piece of that to foul it back up against the screen. A little chopper up against the screen. Just gets a piece. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Pitch number 13 of the inning for their closer, An Chi-hong. They set up outside. Way up high. And that's going to be ball 4. And Hanwha will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of their captain, Chaeun Sung. Again, their closer has an ERA almost of 8. So they're going to go out, talk to him. Are they going to change here? Jung Chal-won still holding on to the ball. Talking to Yang Iji. And Yang Iji gives him a little help there. So Chaeun Sung will be coming up after an 0 for the weekend, after an O for the weekend, he's been on base all 4 times today. Struck out, but was able to reach safely, and then 3 straight singles. How about putting those together for a 2-run homer here as the ball one way upstairs, and it is 1-0. I don't know why changing, baby. Whoa, I'm watching some. And the 1-0 in there for strike. And underneath that's way upstairs on that, a neck-high fastball as he fouls it straight back into the netting behind home. Should not have been swinging at that. And now we are sitting at 1-2, tying run at the plate in the captain, Chan Sung. 3 for 4 on the day, raised his average up to 246 on the season. And that was the ugliest swing I've seen all game. And oh my God, was that awful. As Hanwha falls to the 4th straight game. Well, yep, it's over. Hanwha loses. They once again they out-hit Doosan 9-8. They both had 6 walks, 9 hits, 6 walks. The air for Doosan was able to get Hanwha the 3 runs that they actually had. So all 3 runs that Hanwha scored were unearned. Congratulations, you can get some more shoes. Hanwha. So, once again, I talked about it in the very beginning of the season for my prediction show. I talked about Hanwha, how I thought they had enough pitching to be decent, but it's all right. I'm so used to Hanwha losing. 네, 초파, 네, 맞아요. 근데 매일매일 똑같아요. 다르지 않아요. Yes, it is a day. Yeah, so Sick, if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. I do all of the Hanwha away games live. I'm watching it here. I live in Korea. But I do not do the away or the home games. I'm actually a Hanwha season ticket holder, so I go to all of the home games. So I broadcast, but I do broadcast all of the away games live here in my apartments here in Korea, here in Daejeon, just a few blocks actually from the Hanwha Stadium. So, but yeah, so Hanwha lost another game. Were unable to hit whenever it was sorely needed. The 3 runs that they got were all unearned runs. I talked about it in my preview show, how I did not think that Hanwha had the offense to be able to make the playoffs, as they did have those 7-game winning streak, but I believe they were out hit in 3 or 4 of those games. relying on errors by the opposing team and lots of walks. So it once again ran into some problems. Sanchez pitched fairly well, 5 innings, 92 pitches, 55 for strikes. Only gave up 5 hits, but the problem he ran into was, again, the 3 walks. And not only 3 walks, so in those 5 innings, he had 4 full counts and 1 3-ball counts and a hit a pitcher or hit a batter. Even in the first inning where he had a strikeout, 2 singles, he got out of it with a 4-6-3 double play. And then, the walks kind of hurt him. Definitely same as his first 2 games. He pitched well, lots of strikeouts, 8 strikeouts in the first game, 8 strikeouts in the second game. Tonight he had 7 strikeouts. But the problem is he's not able to go deep into the games. And as anybody who follows the KBO knows, that the KBO bullpens are But, yeah. So, this is the one game of the week I really thought that Hanwha had the chance to win. Kim Dongju went 5.1 innings, 98 pitches, 55 for a strike, 8 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 3 runs, all unearned. But he pitched well enough for a number 5 starter versus a number 3 and number 4 starter, and was able to do, again, well enough that but Doosan didn't give up. They stayed with it, drew some walks, and what happened? Once again, Hanwha really struggles with throwing strikes. How did they lose? Well, if you really want to look at it, 4 of the runs that scored, 3 of the runs that scored were walks. So Yang Sung-wan walked and came around on the Kim Tae-gun RBI. Then Ha Young-min and Yang Iji both walked, and those 2 guys came around on the 3-run homer by Kim Jae-won. Kim Bum-soo, I think, is going to have to take a trip to Sosan or take a few games, a few series off. They're going to have to bring somebody up, some left-hander that's going to be able to happen. But, 네, 맞아요. 아마 재환호 은퇴하고 제가 감독돼요. 한화 승리해요. But that's it. Hanwha tomorrow. For those of you guys that don't know, tomorrow is Election Day, which is a national holiday here in Korea, which means the game will be at 2 p.m., not the 6:30 regular weekday game. So I will be here back again to bring you some more Hanwha baseball. 네. 모든 홈 경기 직관해요. 초파도 직관해요. So I will be back tomorrow at a little before 2 to kind of talk a little bit and preview the game. But thank you guys for checking out the stream. Please make sure you subscribe. I will be doing it as much as humanly possible, as long as I don't get completely fed up with Hanwha, which I usually do by about the All-Star pick. So, thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. 네. 이해했어요.